1 billion! That's how many times Angry Birds apps have been downloaded onto mobile platforms. In 2011, Rovio Entertainment, the Finnish studio behind Angry Birds, took in total revenues of about 75.4 million euros. That's 118.8 million Singapore dollars. And it's only been 3 years since the first Angry Birds game launched on the App Store. Recently, the world's most downloaded mobile app teamed up with one of the most profitable film franchises ever, Star Wars. I sat down with Nick Dora, head of animation at Rovio, to talk about working with George Lucas and of course where Angry Birds might go from here. Alright Nick, thank you so much for joining me on the show. Pleasure. First questions first, let's get into the most pertinent information right now and let's talk about Star Wars. Did you guys approach them or did they approach you?
We actually thought about, okay, so of all the brands in the world, who do we want to work with? These guys made them a proposal and they were like, yeah, this is going to be it. So it was our initiative and then, you know, with great teamwork we got an amazing game out.
Right. So what was it like working with George Lucas?
The guys over there, of course, are very professional about their brand, as are we. And so we really, you know, we got where they're coming from. So it wasn't a surprise for us. And we also made it clear that, hey, you know, we're on the same wavelength. We also are very passionate about our brand, so let's just make it work, and there were no problems.
I want to know whether the Star Wars deal was signed before Disney acquired Lucas.
Yeah, definitely. It was already signed because the announcement came so close to the game launch. I mean, we couldn't have produced the game without Lucas's approval. But yeah, it was interesting news to us.
What was the most difficult thing about working on this project, though?
Finding, you know, the balance between meeting and then exceeding the fan expectations, because both of the brands are known for, you know, the really strong emotions of the fans behind those brands, and you really want to listen to what the fans like and don't like. Of course, you have to make your own choices, but they have to be informed choices. And I think, you know, the reviews that we've gotten for the game, they are just, you know, top of the line, which happily proves to us that we were able to combine those two brands in a way that made sense and made both you know, camps of fans happy. And of course, you know, fortunately, there's a big overlap in those target groups already.
With each iteration of the game, Rovio has brought forward gameplay elements of the previous games. Angry Birds Space brought gravitational physics, and now with Star Wars Force powers, the puzzles get more challenging and deeper. But could it be too difficult?
I think deeper is a very good word there, rather than difficult, because we do want to balance the gameplay. That's really important for us, because it might be that Angry Birds Star Wars is the first game for someone to pick up. So, but the expectation level still is that it's going to be as accessible as the other games. Right. So you really have to be careful how you build that. On the other hand, there's also people who have downloaded all the games and they want something new. So combining those two things is a balancing act. But again, it seems that we managed to pull that off again with the Star Wars game. And really, you know, we have to reinvent things and bring new stuff on, because otherwise it'll just feel like, you know, a label slap, and that's not very appealing to anyone.
I think the fans out there want to know, like, are they going to get more Star Wars?
We have to see how it performs on the long run. For now, it looks really, really good. And I mean, my expectation is that definitely we're going to be extending the franchise a lot, and we'll see how it goes.
Up next, they've been to Rio, they've gone to space and beyond. Where is your favorite game going next?